Hi everyone. I am Ajay John, and if you still don't know me, probably you should be watching this. So back to topic. Today's video is about Windows Defender, and Windows Defender has a lot of background process and it literally consumes a lot of RAM, storage, and all those things. So the reason why I post this video is Shivam Tiwari asked me a question like we should get a video on how to disable anti-malware service executable process on Windows 10. I see this service is consuming a lot of memory. I have 4 GB in my new laptop Ryzen 3. Okay, that's a good processor. But without running any application, it is almost consuming 77% of overall memory. So it is like 4 gigs. It comes around 3.7 GB of RAM. That's a question from, I think you can see. Okay, you can't. Question from Shivam Tiwari. That's a good one. So let me break this video into two or three types. First is your question about anti-malware service executable on Windows 10. That's a good one. And second one is you have 4 gigs of RAM and your processor. Leave out about processor. That's a good one. So Windows 10 alone will consume around 2.24 gigs of RAM for its ideal state of process and for its on-call process and all those things. So that's not a big deal. 77% on an ideal system. And if you look into it, your task manager, you can see anti-malware service executable, which is always running on top of everything and it is consuming a lot of memory. Any application that is running continuously will obviously take too much RAM. And your next question is there any harm if I disable that? To solve that, let me bring up with the drawing. For example, I think you can see this is your software, whatever it is. Okay, your software. And what happens is this is your AV. This is your antivirus. And this is your executing screen. Now, what happens is, in normal terms, this is what happens. Software gets information processed directly and it executes to your screen. A normal thing, quite normal. And in terms, if we apply the concept of antivirus into it, every software input and output runs through antivirus, then goes back to executable screen, comes back from executable screen, back to antivirus, and again to the software. And there's a huge clog of memory or RAM utilization over there. That's the concept. I know this is inverted, but yeah, you can understand. That is what happens. Each and every time when you run a software or an application, what happens is it literally digs up into your RAM. And to make sure all these things are up and running, this anti-malware service executable or your antivirus is always up. No matter if you're using Windows Defender, now it is termed as Microsoft Defender or Trend Micro or Avast, whatever it is, your antivirus would be sitting on top of it. If you don't want that, if you want to disable it, I can tell you a simple step how to disable it with a representation. So, as we said, each time you open your system, you can see your memory is just clogged up. In my case, it is like 179 MB is just used by this Microsoft Defender thing, as we said. Click on Start and type in Windows Security and hit Enter, and it will come to a window where you can see all those, the security things. Click on Virus and Threat Protection. Scroll down and you will find Manage Settings. Click on it and scroll down till you find Exclusions. Just add or remove exclusions. Click on it, and now we have to make an exception for which all file we do wanna get into it. So go to C drive. In C drive, all programs are installed. Yes, C drive, program files, and the folder we are looking for is Windows Defender. click on it, and the particular program is msmpeng.exe. That's the executable for file we are looking for. Just click on it, and now it would ask for permission. The user screen, click yes, and yeah, now you can see the file. Just because we had a file doesn't mean things are fine. Now we need to make sure that process is also excluded. Click on the process and type in msmp.exe. No, msmpeng.exe. And now, yeah, we are good to go. So far we have completed our 2 steps. Now it is time to run our, just open your browser, your favorite browser, it could be anything. In my case Edge, and type in as Windows Defender controller, and I have already installed that, so I can see that, like, so download from this one particular source I have seen, and by default it would start downloading. As I have already downloaded, I'm just canceling this. I'm closing this page because I've already did that. Yeah, I don't want. I'll just close the browser and open your downloads folder. You would find the zip file. Just extract it. That's control.exe. That would be. And once you have done that, yes, you're pretty much good to go. Now all you got to do is just restart your machine and look for it. So now that we have restarted our machine, let's look for our Windows, anti-malware executable. We can see, no, it's not there, and the memory utilization has literally came down. This one particular thing is like, that's my screen recorder. If you disable that, yeah, you can see a drastic whatever it is. So now that is gone, it is gone for good. Unless you turn on that thing again and restart your machine is literally vulnerable. So I literally will not recommend you doing this, and Microsoft is not gonna like it. So it's up to you, and it's your call whether to or to not to disable it. Now, as you've seen how to get rid of Windows Defenders, I have this anti-malware executable thingy. Now let me tell you this: it is so cool you can disable it, but at what cost? That's my question. Uh, Current technology, current this information techie thing are extremely weak that anyone can get into your system and go without leaving a digital fingerprint. So if you still wish to do or get yourself screwed, you can do it. But I would personally prefer not to disable it. This is the reason why when you install an antivirus, it is taking a lot of resources to do it. Each time a software runs, it has to get through antivirus. And in order to run any software or any program, we need RAM. So it is like we usually used to run software and to just go to your output. But in this case, you're having an antivirus, so it is also consuming RAM is also consumed by the antivirus. So that's why we have this clogging. So if fast, I would say the year is 2021 and you need at least 8 gigs of RAM. Not boasting, you just need that. 4 gigs RAM is not enough. If you're using Monshar or Linux or Mint OS, Elementary OS, things like that, yeah, 4 gigs RAM is more than enough. But speaking of Windows 10, speaking of the devil, here it comes. Speaking of Windows 10, you need 8 gigs of RAM. I think that should be mandate. Like how they say there are no more 32-bit systems, there should be there are no more 4 gigs RAM machines. You need at least 8 gigs in order to run. Like you don't want to buy a system just to sit and crash. No, you don't want that. You need to make it running. So that's it for today. Bye.